Yes.
Are you terribly busy?
Well,
This won't take long.
I can give you 10 minutes, but I have a very important presentation this afternoon.
Don't worry, I'm catching the 3 o'clock shuttle to D.C., which means I'll have to be out of here by 1:48 at the absolute latest.
I really admire a man who allocates his time efficiently.
I'll get right to the point. We've been working together for 6 months, 3 days, 14 hours, and 22 seconds. During that time, I believe we've grown to enjoy each other's company.
I wouldn't necessarily say enjoy.
Really?
Well, it implies a level of passion that we have yet to achieve.
Well, of course. I didn't mean to paint this as an emotional thing. On the contrary.
Glad to hear you say that.
One of the things I value in our relationship is the complete lack of spontaneity, which virtually eliminates any element of surprise. I know in advance how you're going to react, and I'm able to plan my strategies accordingly.
And I can predict your strategies without fail, thus being able to manipulate you effortlessly, and even without your knowing it. There is real security in that.
We have a lot to offer each other.
We keep each other on our toes.
Then, shall I mention the M word now?
Oh no, you do much better to keep the suspense going a little while longer.
I admire your coaching skills, and I'm secure enough in my masculinity not to be threatened by your criticism.
I appreciate that.
Let me begin by saying that I don't particularly enjoy sex with you, which I view as a positive since there's no danger of my becoming obsessed and surrendering my psychic power.
Usually I pretend that you're someone else when we're making love. It's the only way I can get through it.
I can live with that, as long as you don't broadcast your feelings within my peer group.
Agreed.
I need a woman to take to the Hamptons this summer, and you're quite presentable in a bathing suit,
Oh, thank you.
and could arouse feelings of jealousy in other men with whom I compete for advancement in my social circle. One question. Are you interested in producing offspring?
Oh, my biological clock is ticking like mad.
Have you given any thoughts as to what qualities you seek in a potential procreative partner?
Any man who is straight, has a steady job, and is not a mass murderer looks pretty damn good. Of course, these are preliminary projections, and I would need to conduct a much more extensive study on such a challenging project.
Understood.
And yourself, what are your feelings on the issue?
Well, of course I want children.
Why?
Oh, many reasons. First, they're quite a prestige item these days. Second, they would greatly reinforce my own and others' notions of my virility. Third, I have many unresolved issues with my dead father, which I could work out with a son of my own. And fourth, I've always enjoyed pets.
What are your feelings on shared child-rearing duties?
I'm open to the concept. I mean, I certainly plan to budget frequent parcels of quality time with the kids. I guess I don't know exactly what you mean by childhood rearing responsibilities. Could you elaborate?
Will you agree to a quota system that ensures even distribution of diaper-changing responsibilities? Are you willing to begin networking immediately in order to improve a child's chances of getting into an Ivy League preschool? Are you willing to undergo sensitivity training yourself in order to become a more nurturing parent and role model, thus alleviating the historical burden of which mothers carry a disproportionate share?
Can I think about that?
Of course, I don't think we have to come to any decision today.
Great. As far as economic considerations go, I believe that our combined incomes would remain formidable, and we can continue our futile attempt to fill the void in our lives with overpriced material goods.
That's all very mixture of jurisprudence and selective risk-taking, we should be able to make the leap from upwardly mobile to wealthy before we're 45.
Well, I plan to be a millionaire by the time I'm 40.
Really? That doesn't give you much time.
Well, I'm aware of that.
Well, may I ask what your contingency plans are?
I'm considering several options, including suicide in the event of not achieving my goal.
An aggressive approach.
Well, I work best when I'm under pressure.
I would be 40 myself at that time, still young enough to embark on a new life partnership. The trouble is, most men who I would deem appropriate partners would just be beginning their own midlife crisis, and therefore be interested in only very young women with whom they can feel less anxiety about their own mortality. On the other hand, I could do a share thing and take as a lover a man half my age, involved in some manual labor and preferably not too bright. Of course, I doubt if such a thing would go over well here at work. But if you have a good life insurance policy, I could stop working altogether. We'll have to think about that some more.
Of course.
And by the way, have you planned your own midlife crisis yet?
Not fully, but I have settled on a basic approach.
Oh, would you mind briefing me on it?
Not at all. My target age is 50. Give or take a few years. I plan to start small, an expensive foreign sports car, some flashy clothes, a harmless infatuation with a much younger woman, not acted upon.
Such restraint, I am impressed.
Well, you might want to withhold judgment, because then I thought I'd move up to a serious affair of frightening intensity with an emotionally disturbed model or actress. Leading to a temporary separation from my wife and family, several humiliating social episodes, some random drunkenness, and perhaps even a brief drug problem, all culminating in a life or death struggle for my very soul.
That's awfully dramatic.
Well, I believe at that point, having worked as hard as I planned to, I will deserve it.
I could score some major sympathy points myself, impressing others with my ability to hold up under such a scandal. My dignity index would soar.
Both men and women will look down upon me, but secretly admire my impetuous and adventurous nature. Of course, if everything goes according to plan, I will realize the folly of my ways and return to you with a new level of maturity, humility, and respect for all that you are.
I, of course, will have suffered tremendously, and through your guilt, be able to get whatever I want from you until you die.
Naturally.
Oh, it is an attractive scenario. But I do worry about the effect it might have on the children.
Negligible. They should be hopelessly neurotic by that point anyway.
You think?
Oh, definitely. After years of private school, under constant pressure to succeed, they'll be addicted to overachievement and equipped with completely unrealistic standards and unattainable goals.
Just like us.
Ulcers before they finish adolescence. You mark my words.
You're certainly optimistic.
Well, you have to think big.
I must say I do find your enthusiasm contagious.
Then, shall I mention the M word?
Before you do, may I be frank about something?
Please.
Sometimes you bore me. So much that I want to run screaming down a highway, naked, jabbing myself with hot needles, just to prove to myself that I am indeed alive, and that I haven't drifted into some catatonic state resembling death without its rewards.
Do you foresee this as being a problem?
Oh no, I can relax. Well, I can't completely relax, I'm incapable of that. But at least I know the day will never come when I've grown bored with you. and descend into some melancholy period of 2-3 years, wondering where our lost love went. Such a scenario would be a severe setback. And with you, I can avoid it altogether.
Very efficient.
And you know how I feel about efficiency.
Anything else?
No, you may proceed.
Well, I propose that you and I consider getting... Oh. Excuse me, I must have something in my throat. May I? Oh. Let's try that again. I propose that you and I consider getting... Excuse me. I am stronger than I've ever been and getting stronger every day. I am stronger than I've ever been and getting stronger every day. I am stronger than I've ever been and getting stronger every day. I can do this. I can argue persuasively. I can drive my point home. I can sell anything to anybody. I'm ready now.
Oh.
I propose that you and I consider getting... Would you care to merge?
I would consider it.
Great. I've taken the liberty of drawing up a preliminary proposal outlining some of the things we've talked about. I'd like for you to read it at your convenience and then get back to me with your comments.
May I make notes on this?
Of course, it's just a draft that has several copies.
I'll get to it as soon as I can.
Great. I feel like we should do something to, you know, mark the occasion.
Like what?
I don't know, something celebratory.
Sex?
No, something faster. A toast perhaps.
All right.
To the future.
To our future.
To our future. Oh my God. I hate to make a presentation and run, but I really should have left 30 seconds ago. I am really looking forward to hearing your comments on the proposal. Can I call you Monday?
Please do.
Okay.
Hello, AT&T. I am so glad you are my long-distance company. It's hard juggling a career and a relationship and still finding the private time for myself. Will you make it easier? You really understand me. You're like a sister. a Hallmark card. Well, this is Carly. No, I don't have a problem with my service. I love my service, and I love you. Well, why don't you come over? I'll make some General Foods International coffee. Well, sometime soon then. I'll call you first thing next week. Bye. One 800 the card. Hello, American Express? Yes, I'd like to apply for a membership. Well, I already have a card, but I'd like another one. No, it's not for another family member. It's for me. Well, I have the green card, the Optima card, the gold card, and the platinum card. What else do you have? Well, that's it? Well, can I have another gold card then? Great. Well, this is Carly. Oh. I'd rather not give that information over the phone. That's so impersonal. Why don't you come over? I'll make some General Foods International coffee. Well, we don't have to have that. I mean, we could have Folgers. Taster's Choice? Well, don't you have a break coming up soon? No, I have a job too, but I'm not a maniac about it. Me. Only better. Trent, is that you?
Yo,
Did you get my antiperspirant?
I did.
Well, is this too dressy?
Too dressy for what?
I don't know. Where are we going?
We're not going anywhere, Carly. We're scaling back, remember?
All right, downsizing.
Right sizing.
Well, then what are we going to do?
I don't know.
Well, did you get my antiperspirant?
The pink box.
Because I don't want to sweat tonight, Trent. Nor do I want that white, powdery residue under my arms.
Gross, I know. Is this cut through dated?
And no harsh chemicals. I have a very special pH balance.
This always happens to me. I achieve the look I'm going for just as it becomes tired.
Well, I'm not delicate, mind you. Well, I can be when I want to be. But what I need is an antiperspirant that's strong enough for a man.
Do you think I could do a buzz cut, or would it make me look like a Q-tip? Be honest.
Been made for a woman.
I need a more muscular upper body to carry off a buzz cut, don't I?
Trent,
Yo,
I thought I asked you to get the largest size antiperspirant they had.
I did.
Well, that can't be. That just can't be.
What?
Look! It's so small!
All I know is I asked for the largest size Mystique antiperspirant, and that is what they gave me. And frankly, it was a little embarrassing asking for such a feminine product by name. Good thing I'm secure in my masculinity.
But it's barely enough to last me a week.
Buy some more.
I work at a demanding yet glamorous job. I spend hours at the gym to keep in shape. I have an active nightlife, taking full advantage of the array of sensual pleasures that are available to an independent woman like myself. I have a healthy zest for living, and if I allowed myself to, I would sweat a lot. I'm not ashamed of it, I just don't have the time for it.
Buy some more.
I don't think a woman should have to buy antiperspirant every day. It's just not right. Trent, you sweat a lot, don't you?
Some.
Well, don't you find it inconvenient?
Men are supposed to sweat.
All the time?
Well, no, not at work. Not in the middle of a very important business meeting. That's not a good time to sweat.
Well, you use antiperspirant, don't you?
Sure.
Because you don't smell bad. I don't think I could be your girlfriend if you smelled bad.
Of course not.
So then where is it?
Where is what?
Where's your antiperspirant?
It's in the bathroom, in the medicine chest.
Is this it?
What?
This is your antiperspirant.
Yes.
Well, I have to say I find this very upsetting.
Why?
Because yours is so much bigger than mine. It's not fair.
Sorry.
I mean, this is discrimination.
I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, didn't you just say that men are supposed to sweat?
Sometimes.
Well, then if anything, my antiperspirant should be bigger than yours.
I'm sweating now.
Trent, this is really bothering me.
I'm sorry, Carly. I don't know what else to say.
Well, this is the kind of discrimination that I run up against every day. But you couldn't possibly understand that because you're not a woman.
No, I'm not. I'm sensitive and accommodating, but I'm very much a man.
You're allowed to sweat.
And I'm becoming more of a man by the minute.
It's not fair.
Carly,
What?
I might need to have sex when I finish working out.
Oh, all right. How long is this gonna take?
At least half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yeah, I gotta spend 10 minutes working up to my target heart rate and another 20 minutes maintaining it.
But half an hour, that's so long.
Then I have to pump iron for another hour.
What?
Then I have to cool down.
I can't believe this.
Well, you want me to have a good body, don't you? You want me to achieve my full potential as a man, don't you?
I guess.
I'm doing this for you.
I know, and I appreciate it, honey.
I'm gonna get a buzz cut. I'm gonna have massive arms and I'm gonna get a tattoo. I'm gonna wear faded blue jeans and a white t-shirt. But the jeans shouldn't be too tight. That's too gay. Besides, my ass is good enough to carry off the baggy look. But the t-shirt should be as tight as possible. Stretched across my washboard stomach and chiseled pecs, with just the hint of my tattoo showing beneath the sleeve. I'm gonna be so hot, wherever I go, people are gonna stare at me and wanna fuck me.
Great.
I'm doing this for you.
Thanks. Why do they make the box so big then? I mean, when the thing itself is so small.
Christ, Carly, don't you have anything better to think about?
I'm sorry, this is important to me. Trent, look! They have an 800 number. 1-800-MYSTEEK. Hey, that's not how you spell it. Hello, is this Mystique? Hi, this is Carly. How are you? Great. Listen, I have a question for you. Well, two questions. First, you know how your number is 1-800-MYSTIQUE, only it's spelled wrong? Well, MYSTEEK. That's not how you spell it. Oh, really? Oh my God, this is so weird. This is so weird. You're right. Hey, hold on, okay? Trent, did you know that Q on the keypad of the phone? I can't believe it. I never even knew that. This is so wild. Oh, and my other question is, my boyfriend just bought me the Mega Lifestyle size of your fresh morning dew scented antiperspirant for baby soft, extra sensitive skin. Well, the box is really big, but the actual antiperspirant, the product itself is quite small. It's embarrassing, actually. I mean, it could be lip gloss. So, I was just wondering how you could sell something so small and insignificant in a box that makes it seem like there's something really big and important inside. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Well, sure. Okay. Thanks. Hey, listen. Do you like General Foods International coffee? She hung up. Trent, I don't think that woman was telling me the truth.
What woman?
The Mystique woman. She said the reason why the box is so big is because it creates an aura of mystery and expectation. That it's all a part of the mystique. And then she said the reason why the product was so small is because it's concentrated, and I don't need as much. And then she hung up on me. I mean, she just hung up on me. Trent, I'm really upset. I think I'm more upset than I've ever been in my entire life. I feel like I've been cheated. Other people are taking things that belong to me.
Go to your aerobics class. Work it off.
I mean, how can something like this be allowed to happen? You saw the size of that box. What was I supposed to think when I saw that?
Buy a new CD. Buy a new CD player.
I thought there was something fabulous and special inside. Something that would make my life better. And then, after they intentionally get my hopes up, you heard what she said? The box is specifically designed to create an aura of mystery and expectation. And so then I open the box, and what do I find inside? This. What is this? This is nothing!
Go back to school. Change your career.